So a few weeks ago, I'm at work. I'm a firefighter. I'm in the fire department, but I'm actually at the training academy right now. And I've been there for a few months now. And it takes a special kind of person to run into the burning building, but it takes an even more special person to work with people who are that special to run into the burning building. And so that's our admin staff. And they're two ladies, and they're awesome. And I'm in my normal twos and fros. And the one lady, her braids are all done real nice. Her hair is right. Her nails are right. Her comments aren't always right. Again, it takes a special kind of person to work with people who go into burning buildings. And so one day she said to me as I'm moving back and forth, she says, "Nick, you do too much." And it kind of caught me off guard. I was like, I had trouble processing, but I didn't have time. I used to tell people that, they say, "How are you doing?" And I'm busy, but I'm busy so often, so I just tell them I'm at my typical level of busy. So there's nothing different about that particular day. So I just move on, and I'm going down the hall. We have this long hallway, nicely lit and everything else that I'm walking down, quick pace, because of course I'm in a hurry to get to my next place. And then I had this, not a lapse of memory, but just this, I go down memory lane. And instead of going down a hallway, I'm actually running down a road. And it's not well lit, it's at night. It's like late at night in December of 1990. And I'm not walking at this quick pace, I'm running at a full out sprint. This is in Mannheim, Germany. And I realized that I'm not by myself in this memory. I'm there with other teenage boys, and we're running across the street. We're running over the bushes. We're running around the curves. And I will be beating them all, but I'm not wearing my running shoes. I'm wearing my good shoes. So let me explain a few things. Because some questions are, first off, why are a group of boys running in Mannheim, Germany, late at night, on a military base at that? Two, why am I wearing my good shoes while I'm running? And three, exactly what are good shoes? So like I said, it's 1990s, I'm a teenage boy, I'm a military brat, or military dependent, for those of you who like to be PC. And so I'm used to traveling. We just came from Belgium. I went to Philly, where I'm originally from, so then that way I could have some of the American culture before we went to our next stop in Germany. Now, I didn't know it at the time, but there were going to be some awesome things that happened to me in Germany. So like one of them is like I went to prom in a 19th century castle. Another one is that, who's ready for Oktoberfest? Oktoberfest lasts, get this, all October and a few extra weekends over there. And then one day my mom, she brings home this rock and she's all excited. It's a rock. It's like, looks like a piece of a curve. I don't get why she's excited, because I haven't put together that rock is from the Berlin Wall that just came down. Now Germany has all these things, but what they don't have is American style. And I'm a teenage boy and I'm all about style, so now I'm in Philly and I'm going to get it, and you have to have everything, and in the words of Spike Lee, it's the shoes. It's all about the shoes. And the good shoes back then, get this, is patent leather. Now some of you like, I don't remember patent leather being the shoe. Patent leather was a shoe. All right? Now, I don't mean the patent leather like the military ones, the core frame things. No, that's not enough style. And so while I'm there in Philly, I find a store and they got patent leather shoes all over. And I buy three. I buy one. One of them is patent leather, but it's got like gold little stripes and stuff like that that's on there. It's got a metal toe, and I know it sounds like rainbowish, but trust me, it was the bomb. All right? Another one was like, it had patent leather, but it was like patchwork, so it had like patent leather and fake alligator and fake snake, because I'm a teenager. My money was only going so far. So I'm pretty sure the patent leather was real, but anyway. And then you had my favorite one. It was plain, it had a point to it, and it had like a gold tip in the front and then a gold part in the heel, and I loved them all. And I took meticulous care of them, because you add that to some baggy parachute pants at MC Hammer Dance. Ladies and gentlemen, I was fresh to death. And I was going to take care of all that. So I took all this American style with me over to Germany. They were not ready for me, but I'm there. And so now I'm there, and the right shoe has to go over the right thing. So as I'm getting ready for the basketball tryouts, I don't wear the good shoes. I got basketball shoes. And so I do the tryouts. I've been working out all summer with running and weightlifting, so I'm ready to get this. And really, basketball season is just jump off for track season for me. There's the running back and forth that gets me ready. So I'm ready. This is just my, just what I'm doing right now. So as I look on the wall and I realize my name I didn't make the basketball team. I hadn't anticipated that, especially since I got basketball shoes now. I'm not quite sure how this is going to go. So a friend of mine, I've known him for a little bit. I've been helping him with math. He's like, look, if you really want to get in shape, if you really want to get in shape for running, you need to come wrestle. Now, I thought about it before, but I was like, look, I don't know. I don't have a wrestling name. I don't know about this whole ring where you jump off the top rope. He's like, that's not what we're doing. So I go there, and so now I'm in wrestling practice, and I don't know if you've experienced this, but I had not experienced it, so there were things that I wasn't used to. Now, they said you had to cut your nails. I was like, oh, okay, no big thing. And then I came to practice one day, and a guy, he's wearing trash bags. I thought, oh my God, we got to take out a collection for him. I didn't know things were that bad. And they said, no, he's got to lose weight. I was like, really? And then one of the things you have to do is you have to shave. I'm a teenager. I've just got my peach fuzz going, but I got to shave. So I do that. I shave my mustache, and they're laughing at me because the shave was just meant to be the side, but they don't laugh at me too long because the other guy shaved his eyebrows. So I skate past that. And so now we're at my very first tournament. So I make the team, but I'm on the JV team. Again, no big deal. This is just my warm-up for track season anyway. I just need to be here for the workouts. So we're there, and so if you don't know about wrestling, you have your varsity team, and they have set matches. There's 3 different teams, and you pair up like a round robin. Everybody gets to wrestle. The varsity players, they have who they're wrestling, and if they don't, they get the easy win, the bye, if you will. JV is more like a pickup game at basketball. Here's the thing. So not everybody's at the same weight class, so they kind of pair you up, and they didn't have anybody for me. So I knew this early on, like at the first match, just still 2 other matches to go. That's like hours. So why am I dressed in a sweatsuit that is not very flattering? Wear this thing called singlets. They're not unitards. All right, that's not what guys wear. And it's not flattering at all. I've been working out like all summer, and this is the best you got me wearing. My wrestling shoes were hitting though. So I'm like, well, look, if I'm not going to be working out today, I'm going to go put back on what I had, because I had the school colors on and I had the shoes. It was all about the shoes. And the guy comes to me and said, Nick, what are you doing? I was like, I'm getting changed. I'm beating the rush. See, I'm helping out y'all, because see, if we all have to get changed at the same time, well then, it'd just be chaos. But I'm ahead of the game. You don't got to worry about me being ready, okay? Because other than running track, I'm not known for my speed. And he said, that's not how we do in wrestling. I was like, look, it doesn't make sense. It's not efficient. This is what I'm going to do. If I'm going to sit here doing nothing, I'm going to look good doing nothing. We lose the match. And so when we get woke up on the way back on the bus, apparently my coach is not very happy about our performance, which I'm a little upset about because I didn't get the chance to perform. So I don't know why I'm penalized. But we all run. So he drops us off a few blocks away from the gym and says, I will meet you there. And that's how I get running in my good shoes on the way to the gym. And we get there, and he has a conversation with us. And he talks about, look, if you want this, if you're going to be any kind of good, you're going to have to put in more work than this. You're going to have to work regularly. You're going to have to show up and show up often and show up early and do all this work. And I was like, this is a lot for practicing for track, but I got nothing else to do. As long as I don't have to keep doing this in my good shoes, we'll be all right. And so that's what I do, and I do all these things, and so I show up early, and I stay with it, and then I move on to track and field, and I show up early, and I do things extra, and then I leave there, and I go into the military, and I go into life, and then I read this quote the other day, and it says that wrestling is not easy, nor is it meant to be. But wrestling will change you in a way that will bring out the best in you for the rest of your life. And I realized, that's better than a pair of shoes. Thank you.